good morning. Heather from Heather's Info Crochet here. Welcome. As you can tell, I'm in a little bit of a different spot today. I am just sitting actually at my desk instead of at the end of my desk. I need to make a turkey for my aunt. I made her a turkey last year just as a little Thanksgiving decoration. And my husband was over there the other morning having coffee with her, and she has a little turkey on her dining room table with her other fall decor. And she told my husband that she needs another one, so there's one on each end of her dining room table. She's got a big, long dining room table. She had a really pretty setup that she does in the middle of her tables, and she's got a turkey on one end. She said she needs another one for the other end of her table. Well, the turkey that I made for her, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, was by Crafts Go Bloom, her sitting turkey. It's a no-sew sitting turkey. Let's see if I can get this turned around so I don't have to pick up my computer here. There we go. It is this no-sew sitting turkey. Well, why won't my mouse move? Oh, Lord. Okay. No-sew sitting turkey by Crafts Go Bloom. Don't mind the mess behind my computer there. So that is what I'm going to be making. I figured, I might as well record it. I don't know if I'm going to win or if I'm going to actually upload this video, but I figured I would record it anyway, just in case I can't think of another video to make. So I do want to make some other videos. I want to do like free fall patterns to make. And I was thinking, instead of just doing, the talking head where you sit and talk about the patterns, I was thinking about how I usually make the patterns on the videos. And I make each pattern that I talk about that you can make for free for fall. So I was thinking about doing that for a video. But I was I want to make sure you guys are liking those kind of videos. Would you rather just me tell you about the patterns, or would you rather me make the patterns in the videos, and that way you kind of know that I actually did make the pattern and how the pattern works up, and if it's a good pattern, how long it takes, that kind of stuff. So yeah, just kind of curious. I'm not sure, and making them on video may take a longer to make the video, so I don't know how I want to do it. Because, on my channel, I like to try to stick with mostly free patterns for you guys. My last video, those were a paid pattern, but those were ones I was making for my booth. So I did want to get those made. And it's not a guarantee every video will be free patterns. Like I've said before, I do like to support our fellow crocheters and buy patterns as well. And I do have quite a bit of paid patterns in my pattern library. So, yeah, I just want to make sure I'm giving you guys what you want to watch. So, in this one, so some of the patterns that I want to do are like fall animals. Of course, they're going to be plushies. So a turkey would be one of them, but I want to stick with free patterns for that video. And this one is not a free pattern, so I'm not doing this one in that pattern roundup, if you will, because it is paid. So okay, what I am doing here is I am starting this pattern by Crafts Go Bloom. What do I do with my scissors? This end of my desk over here, it's not really a mess, but I've got several things right there. And I had to find my scissors. Okay, so the pattern has you start off by making the feathers, and this is one feather, so you make 3 yellow, 3 orange, and 4 red feathers. So I got 1 yellow feather down, and you do have to, well, oh, okay. I thought it said to leave a tail. I thought it was for sewing, to weave in tail. Oh, it says in weave in tail, because these will be crocheted in. I was thinking we sew them on, but it's a no-sew pattern, so I was confused. Yeah, these will be crocheted in. So that's just what I'm doing. I'm making these feathers here for our turkey. I don't have a whole lot of time today. It's 6:05 o'clock and it's 7. So what I did earlier was I did put up a couple of those animals, woodland animals. I did put a couple of those up on my Etsy this morning. So that took up, I only did 2 so far this morning. I've gotten 4 of them listed now, I think. So I've got like 2 left to list. It did take me a little bit to get them listed. I did have the pictures. I had the pictures. I did take the pictures. I got them uploaded in Canva. And I upload them in Canva so I can get the correct picture size to then upload to Etsy. So I put them in Canva so I can make them the correct size and do any adjustments to them, like coloring and lighting and that kind of stuff to the pictures. I'm still not great at that. I suck at taking the pictures, honestly. I really wish I knew and was better at taking the pictures. That is my downfall on my Etsy listings, is the pictures. In my opinion, anyway. I do my best. I'm not a fan of like the AI generated backgrounds. I think those make I don't know, maybe it's just the pictures I've used or the software I use or something, but some of them just look way too AI or fake for me. So I may be crazy. It could be. Maybe I'm just crazy. If any of you have any tips for taking pictures, that would be greatly appreciated, because I can use all the tips I can get on. I do take some pictures outside when the weather is allows me to. So I know the natural lighting is best, of course, but a lot of my free time is in the morning before work, and it's still dark. I do clock out at 3:30, so I do have some daylight left when I get off, and I do try to take those pictures when I get off or on my lunch break or something. I have a bush out here that's really pretty in the fall. It turns red. It's a fire bush. It's really pretty. So I do try to take most of my pictures over there. I took some of my pictures over there up against my tree line for some of my Halloween makes. Those turned out really good. I really liked those pictures. Okay, had to count. So I do like the way outside pictures look, and especially when you have the natural background like that. The way the sunshine was filtering through the trees made the background really, really pretty. So I do like the outside pictures. And I don't take them in direct sunlight. I do take them either in the shade or when it's, kind of cloud covered. So it's not direct, super bright sun on the items, because I know that can wash them out. But I do know a little bit. It's just a matter of being able to implement what I know to make it look good. And then to adjust the lighting on Canva or within Etsy itself, I don't know what looks good. I don't know what you should adjust and how much you should adjust the stuff. So for Canva, I do the auto adjust and let it figure it out. It turns out pretty decent. I don't think it's too terrible. Because they do say your pictures are the first thing that people see. If you don't have good pictures, they won't click on your listing, and so, and that could be why you don't get any views on your listings and all that good jazz, you know. I do try, though. That's all you can do, right? Is try your best. So fingers crossed my woodland animal listings go okay. Okay, I did 3 in the orange. Oh, the yellow I used for that was the Premier Basic Chenille in the color Banana. The orange I am using, because I don't have any, I have a very small amount of the bright orange in the Premier Basic Chenille. So I'm going to use this orange. It is from Bernat Blanket in the Ogo yarn. I don't know what color it is, but it's orange. So I'm going to use this color because I have a decent amount of it. I did place a Premier yarn order yesterday. If y'all didn't know, Premier's big sale started yesterday, and it goes through November 18th. So in my last video, I wasn't sure when it ended. November 18th is when that sale ends. They don't have the Premier Basic Chenille Brights on sale, but there is several different kinds of Premier yarn on sale. I have my computer here. I can look it up for you if you want. So what I ordered was their stash goal bags of yarn. Those are on sale for $4. They're originally $10 a bag, and they are only $4. So let me pull this up here. So Premier Parfait XL Palm Party is on sale. Oh, wait. I lied. I just pulled up the Premier yarns, so that one's not on sale. There we go. Premier Parfait Chunky Fruits is on sale. Premier Basic Tweed, that's a worsted weight. Let's see, let's look for our, there you go. Sorry, I am looking to see which ones. This mouse of mine does not want to click sometimes, and it's really irritating. My mouse, I think, has shucked its cookies. It doesn't work very well. Looking for the sale thingies. Pixie Dust Brights is on sale. Just Chenille Cones is on sale. The cones are originally $24.99. They're down to $18. Pixie Dust was $4.99. It is now $3. Like I said, I'm just looking for our chunky yarn that is on sale for you. And then I wanted to go over those bags, the stash goal bags. Okay, so they have two different kind of bags. They have a Chenille Fashion Plus bag. It's $4, originally $10. And then the Stash Goals Chenille bag, original $10. It is on sale for $4. And the one that I got the Stash Goals. I got several bags of those in different colors. It is a number 6 super bulky weight chenille. You get 2 balls per bag, which is 436 yards for $4. That is an amazing deal. Excuse me. So that is the majority of the yarn that I bought yesterday was the Stash Goals yarn. I did buy just some regular Premier Basic Chenille Brights. It's not on sale, but I did go ahead and buy some in my kiwi green color. I don't remember what else I bought. Well, I guess I can look it up in my thing here. Okay, so Stash Goals. I bought a bag of tan for like skin tone colors, a bag of rust. It's like a brown color. I thought that because they're out of the caramel color in the Premier Basic Chenille, and that's the color I use for my Bigfoot pillows. So I bought a bag of rust for a different color option for my Bigfoot pillows, and just to have some brown on hand in that tone. I bought a light blue because of winter and holiday. Blue is kind of a popular color. I did a bag of white. I did a bag of black, of course. I did a bag of gray because I'm like out of grays. I did a bag of purple because it's purple. I had to. In Premier Basic Chenille Brights, I bought 3 of the red poppy color for the holidays. I bought 1 of the carrot orange color in Premier Basic Brights because I'm out of that orange. I bought 6 of the kiwi green because that's what I will use for any Grinches that I make. So made sure I got plenty of that, and it's my favorite color. And about 3 emerald green. It's a darker green for like any Christmas trees or elves or anything like that I would make. So I did buy quite a bit. I bought enough to get free shipping, and it said 8 to 11 days for ship date. So I ordered it yesterday, which was Wednesday. So between next Wednesday and next Saturday, I'm hoping it comes earlier than that. Sometimes they do deliver earlier than expected, so fingers crossed that happens. I'm getting pretty skimpy on the yarn here, so I needed to get some ordered. So yeah, it is 6:17, so I've got a little bit time left before I have to clock in for work. I'm going to just continue on making some of these feathers. Oh, so in my last video, I was watching those, like Hallmark Christmas movie type movies. As I said, I don't watch too many of those. If any of you guys watch those movies and enjoy them and have some favorites, put those down in the comments, because I would enjoy checking some of those out and watching some of those. I don't know. They have to trip my trigger for me to want to watch them. They have to have a decent title, kind of like what I'm dealing with my Etsy. Decent title, and the picture. Not the picture doesn't really matter to me, really. It's mainly the title. If it sounds too corny, I'm not going to watch it. But like I said, I like the country ones for some reason, like Christmas in the Mountains, Christmas in Tennessee. Christmas in Tennessee was a really good one, by the way. Those ones are the ones that I like. There is one that I saw yesterday. I think it was Christmas in Montana or something like that. I think I'll watch that one. That one looked like it would be pretty decent. So those types are the ones that I lean towards if you have anything like that for those Christmas movies. Yesterday, so I do like baking shows. So on Discovery Plus, I like the baking competition. So right now, yesterday I started watching the Holiday Baking Championship. I watch that every year. For Halloween, I watch the Halloween Baking Championship, I think is what it's called. So yeah, I like those as well. I do watch those too. So my sister sent me a picture yesterday that she was watching Home Alone yesterday. I think she watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation the other day too. So she is in full Christmas movie watching mode. And she will just rewatch those several times in a season. I will eventually watch those. I don't want to watch them just yet because, like I said, I don't want to get burned out of it already. It is only November 6th, so. But watching some of those other holiday movies is different. I want to start maybe listening to some Christmas music as well. I can't listen to them while I'm recording because YouTube will flag that as a copyright issue. So that I wish they didn't do that, because that would be so fun to record a video and listen to Christmas music or something. That would be fun. And if you go live on YouTube, I don't believe you can listen to any copyrighted music either. So, yeah, if I would ever go live, it would probably be on TikTok for that reason. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, I do have a TikTok, same handle. Heather's Zenful Crochet over there as well. So if I ever decide to go live, it probably will be on TikTok for the copyright issues. All right. Okay, guys. I'm just going to continue making these feathers. When I get all the feathers made, I'll show you what they all look like. Okay, I've got all the feathers made. Got 4 red, 3 orange, and 3 yellow. Got a handful of feathers here. And then the wattle. The wattle was just a chain 3 and cut off. And then, I don't know, you tie it to the bird. I don't really know. But that's the wattle. Feathers are all made. So now I believe we can start. Yes. We start on the bird. With brown. What do I do with my brown? The brown I'm using is rust. Color rust. That is the closest brown color I had to the brown that I made her before. I honestly don't know what yarn I used last time. It was probably Bernat Blanket if I had to guess. I wasn't using this yarn back then when I made that turkey. So on to making our little turkey body. Alright guys, I need to quit for the day. This is how far I've gotten so far on our little turkey head. It's a good stopping point. That was 3 rows of just single crochets, and the next row looks like adding the feathers. So I figured this would be a good stopping point for today. Starting to get a headache from the lights, I think. I don't know. So I need to go take some Tylenol or something before I clock in for work. My eyeballs already hurt and I'm not even working yet, and I stare at 2 computer screens for 8 hours. So okay guys, that's gonna be it for this portion of the video. Like I said, I may record the rest, but I may not. I'm not sure. It depends on how things go. So all right, this is me signing off for now. See you soon. Okay, so it is the next day. I did finish the turkey off camera. I made it last night while I was watching the football game. I finished it last night while I was watching the football game. I thought about recording it, but I was just chilling, watching the football game, making the turkey. I'm sorry. But I will show you the final reveal of our little turkey. So here it is. It's got little wings right here and right here. Little bobble feet and a little waddle there, and these are the feathers. So it doesn't tell you what color feather to put where. It just says to single crochet into a feather, and I thought I was doing good because I had, let's see, this row like this. I'm like, okay, they're not touching. So then the next row started with yellow because yellow was over here. And then I'm like, well, shoot, now I've got either an orange or a red next to each other. So I put orange here, and then I was left with 3 red feathers. So all 3 of those red feathers are in the same spot. Now I could have frogged and redone all the feathers, but that's a lot of work. I mean, it's not a huge lot of work to crochet over the feathers, but that's like 3 rows worth. You do this in 3 different rows. So, I mean, it's not really noticeable when you're looking at it from the front, and he's going to be sitting like this. So it's not really noticeable. And it's not too noticeable from the side. Kinda. So, unless you're looking on it straight on from the back, you really don't know. So, that's the only thing I didn't like about that. But it's really cute. Really good flat bottom. And you start with a chain and work around the chain for the body is what you do. Little safety eyes. Yeah. But our little gobble gobble is all done for my aunt. I will be sending that with my husband this morning so she can get it today. Today is Friday, November 7th. So yeah, she'll have this sitting on her table for at least 3 weeks until Thanksgiving. So yeah, I did finish our little turkey. So the next project that I'm going to work on is a dumpster fire. So I have put dumpster fires in my booth and have sold every one that I have ever put in my booth. And when I was switching my booth last weekend, there was a lady there who was browsing. She goes, "Oh, moving?" I'm like, "Yeah, finally getting a new, bigger spot." She's like, "Oh, nice." She goes, "I've bought a few things from you." I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you so much." She goes, "Yeah, I've bought your dumpster fires." She says, "I'm a teacher, and I collect all kinds of different dumpster fires, so I had to have a dumpster fire." I don't know if she's bought them all or if she has just bought one. I don't know. But that made me think, I'm like, oh, yeah, I probably need to make some more dumpster fires. So that is what we are going to do today. If I can find the end of my yarn here. So I use a lighter green for my dumpster fires. What is going on here? Here it is. I use this lighter green for my dumpster fires. I have made dumpster fires in like a denim blue and a gray. I tend to like to stick to the actual dumpster colors. I know a lot of people make them in all kinds of different colors, but I tend to like to keep them in the actual colors that dumpsters are in. And I need to show you who our pattern is by. This is not a free pattern. This is a paid pattern by Foxden Mom Life on Etsy. And it comes with the little word or saying that you can print out for the little card that they hold. It says an emotional support dumpster fire. So it does come with that. This is the 3rd dumpster fire pattern that I have bought. I swear I have another one somewhere. Oh, you know what? It might be on my phone. I forgot to look on my phone. But anyway, I'm going to make this one today. My Foxden Mom Life. Because I need to make some. I need some for my booth. I am also wanting to make some traffic cones. So who are the traffic cones by? I can look up real quick. That is a paid pattern as well. Oh, here it is. So the traffic cones are about yeah, that's what I thought. Unraveled and unwound, because they are a stress ball. The stress ball is tucked up underneath the traffic cone. And they do have them in several different colors. But I have sold a couple of my traffic cones in my booth. I don't have the bright orange that I like to make them in. So I might just wait until I get my orange from Premier. but I only ordered one skein of orange, which was probably pretty silly of me, because I didn't think when I was ordering that yarn that I wanted to make traffic cones. But they do have all kinds of different ones. They have a green, a yellow, a red, a pink, and a blue. You could do them in any color, but here I am. I try to make things in the colors that the items really come in. There are yellow ones. Are there yellow ones there? I think there are. I could make a yellow one or a red one. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure. I really would like just to make them in orange. Okay, so back to our dumpster fire. This is a no-sew dumpster fire, so that has that going for it. So yeah, no-sew dumpster fire by Foxton Mom Life. I am going to watch another like Hallmarky type movie. This one is called Mistletoe in Montana, another countrified version of our little Hallmark love stories. So we're going to watch that and make our dumpster fire. I don't know what color green this is. It's Bernat Blanket, but I don't honestly know what color green it is. And then you do need a second color like gray or black. I have both. I have both gray and black sitting here. They use gray for like the inside of the dumpster and the dumpster feet. I thought about making black. I haven't quite decided which color I want yet. So we'll see. But yeah, not making too many Christmassy items just yet. Probably, I don't know. I do have Christmas items in my booth. So, oh, and I did go to my booth last night. I wanted to check it out. And yesterday was the 6th, so it was payday for us over there, so we had to go pick up our checks, which I honestly didn't think about until we got over there. I'm like, I knew there was something drawing me over here. But yeah, I did. So she did go ahead and charge me for my bigger booth this month. So my booth did pay for itself, the $60, because the bigger booth is $60. My booth did pay for itself, the $60, plus $30 extra. So yeah, I made $90. Not a huge amount, but hey, it paid for the booth, so that's a plus. It paid for itself. Placed 4 singles in the last stitch. Okay. What is going on here? Okay, sorry. I didn't know what I was doing there for a second. So, yeah. I haven't sold any of my stuff that I have put in there yet. But I'm hoping the weekends will be a little better. And I'll sell more over the weekends. Because, you know, it's during the week. People don't get out a whole lot during the week. So, okay. I forgot to put a stitch marker in here. Alright, so I am going to work on this dumpster fire and watch our little Hallmark Christmas movie here, guys. Here's what we're looking like so far. Got the eyes in, arms are on and made. So now we are getting ready to change colors for the top of our little dumpster fire. Okay, I think we cut our green. I do believe all we are working with is the gray or black. I haven't decided if I want to do gray or black yet. Let's see what looks best. picture black on the inside with black feet. Or gray on the inside with gray feet. I honestly think I like the black. I think we're going to do black. Hope y'all didn't want gray, because I like the contrast between the two colors, so. Alright, so we're working the back loops from the last round for this round. Single around. Alright, here's what we're looking like so far. So it does tell you, you don't have to do it, but the tail from closing up the hole here, you put down through the center and then bring it back up in a different stitch on each corner here, and it helps flatten the bottom, which did a really great job of flattening the bottom and flattening the top. So I did do that step that says you don't have to do that step, but I did. Now the only thing I don't like is this little thing here, the little color change right there. But I think I'll put my fire on this side, that way it kind of hides that from the front view. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty good so far. And then the little arms are what hold the little card that says whatever the card says. I don't know what the card says. Okay, so now the feet, we do surface crochet bobbles on each corner for the feet. So that is what I'm going to be doing now. I didn't time myself. I should have timed myself on this. See how long it took. It's taken, I think, a lot less time than the dumpster fire I used to make. It's a little bit smaller too, but that's all right. It takes a little less time, so. Okay. Okay, so it says to do the bobble feet on the front loops that are left on this round, but I don't like how floppy that is. So I think I'm going to do it around a full stitch instead, because I don't like floppy feet. Okay, I got that bobble finally off. Good grief, that was ridiculous. So this is much better, not floppy at all. So I'm going to do that around a whole stitch, not one front loop. It makes it way too floppy. All right, 2 feet. Now I got to make the other 2 and make the fire. Okay, here we are so far. Little arms, and there are the little dumpster feet, wheels, whatever you want to call them. Alright, so now we are on to making the fire. The fire is red and yellow. Gotta get my green out of the way here. I need to... Oh my gosh. What? This is a wreck. Look at that. I need to roll that into a ball. Okay. Yellow and banana. And red poppy. Or is it orange? Is it red and orange or red and yellow? Oh, it's orange. Orange. Well, I don't have a whole lot of... Uh-oh, what did I do? I don't have a whole lot of orange. It looks like it's only 1 row of orange, maybe, so I might have enough of this. That's all the orange I have left of my Premier Orange, so let's see if we have enough. Okay, so, okay, we do start with yellow. Right, on to making fire. Alrighty, our little dumpster fire is all done. How cute. You do have to sew the fire on, but other than that, it's all no-sew. Little feet. And then just print the card out. And he holds the little card in his hand right here. That's going to be cute. So I'm not sure how long this took me. Oh, I've been recording for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So about an hour. I could probably get $15 out of that. That's what I sold my other dumpster fires for, was $15. They were a little bit bigger, but I think these are cuter, honestly. They're super cute. Yeah. So I got this to take to my booth. I've still got my little critters over here. I didn't take them to my booth yesterday because I hadn't put price tags on them yet. So hopefully this weekend I can get those over there. Oh yeah, I still need to cut out my circles from off my Cricut to finish my Pokeballs. So yeah, I think I have dumpster fires on my Etsy, I think. Do I? I think I have dumpster fires listed on my Etsy. I did, I think, at one point. Let's see. I was going to say I'd need to list those on my Etsy too, but I think I have one on there already. Or I used to. Yep, I do. I got dumpster fires on there. So those dumpster fires I put for the fire, as I said, it's a little bit different pattern. For the fire, I use worsted weight yarn, and then I spread the fibers apart. So I do kind of like that fire a little bit better, but this one is pretty cute too. So I think that pattern's on my phone for that other one. I'll have to check, but anyway. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for today. I'm thinking about uploading videos 3 times a week instead of 2. I got so used to doing videos every single day. I feel like there's just a huge gap in between videos, and I don't like it. Because I uploaded Monday, and then I uploaded Thursday, so that's 2 days between videos, so I thought maybe I could upload on Saturdays as well, maybe? Maybe? We'll see how this goes. So, that's going to be it for me today. I will record some more tomorrow. I got to think about what else I want to make for my booth. I don't make multiples for my booth typically because I want to make sure they sell. If I sell one, and then I'll remake it and restock that item. I don't want to have too many multiples of stuff and then it not sell. So, yeah. I will figure out something else to make for tomorrow that I can put in my booth. So, all right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. I'm back. Hello. It is Saturday morning. Not December. Good Lord. November 8th. I think I've decided to try to make a traffic cone with the oranges that I have. The traffic cone stress ball is by Unraveled and Unwound. It is a paid pattern on Etsy. I'm going to try Bernat Blanket in the color Carrot. Yes, Carrot. But I have this that, this was what I used to make the last witch that I had to finish the hat for. I screwed up thinking we were starting with the bottom of the witch and we weren't. So this is that. So I'm just going to frog this part of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the ball part of the cone first, and see how big it turns out. If it turns out too big, then I'm not a huge fan of this yarn either, but I have toucan yarn in the color 31909, or color number 9 in toucan. It's a pretty nice orange color. It's not real great to work with, but if this turns out too big, then I'll see about using that. Because with stress balls, you can't have them too big, because then they're just too big to be a stress ball, you know? You can't squeeze them right. You can't squeeze them right. So that's what I'm going to try out this morning. We're going to try to make a traffic cone. People just really thought the traffic cones were really cute, and I've sold every one that I put in my booth, so I thought it would be a cute idea. Other than that, I need to price my little woodland animals, get them in a little bin that I'm going to take to my booth. I might go to my booth today. I want to go to the cities. The cities is what it sounds like. It's multiple cities all mashed together. It's called the Quad Cities here, and it's like 6 cities between Illinois and Iowa. They're together. The river goes between them all. Mississippi River goes between them all. We call it the Quad Cities. It's like an hour and a half away. But there is a new yarn store that opened up there, and it is a privately owned yarn store. So there was an article about this store that opened. It opened a couple weekends ago, and there were some pictures, and in the pictures, I'm pretty positive I saw like some Parfait Chunky yarn. So if it's Parfait Chunky, I don't use Parfait Chunky, but I want to see what yarn she does have for the bulky yarn, see if she has any chenille or any Bernat, you know. I'm really curious to see what kind of yarn they have. So I think I want to do that today. Head up there and check that yarn store out. If I do, I will try my best to record it for you guys, so we can look together and check out the store and see what's up there. So yeah, it's really exciting, because there were 2 Joann's up there in the cities, and they both closed down, obviously. So the only thing left is one Michael's store in the whole area. One Michael's store. That's it. Other than like Hobby Lobby. There is one Hobby Lobby up there, and there's a Hobby Lobby in the other town that's closer to me. It's like 20 minutes away. So those are the only 2 yarn places near me. So it's really exciting that we have a privately owned yarn store. That's always kind of been like a little bit of a dream of mine, is to own a yarn store. I've always thought owning a yarn store would be just very cool. It would be a job that I would love. But I would have to, like she did, open it up in a bigger city. The town I live in only has 1,500 people. The town that we go to all the time, where my kids live, my grandkids live, it has 10,000 people, but it wouldn't support a yarn store. So the next option would be the town that's 20 minutes away from me, and that is, gosh, I don't even know how many people are there, like 30,000 people in that one. So, yeah. I've always thought that would be so cool. I'm kind of jealous of this person to open up a yarn store. I say that, but owning a store of your own has got to be stressful. Okay, so this stress ball here, it tells you to start with 6 in the magic ring and then go from there, but I did 8. I know it's just going to be a ball, but I think it's still going to be too pointy, so I always start my balls with 8 and then go up from there. And it's still going to be kind of coney, alright, because it's old formula Bernat, it's kind of stiff, so it doesn't really relax when you crochet it. And I'm using a different hook today. It's still a 5.5 millimeter hook, but this hook is a pink one, and the topper came off of it, so I just put one of my turkey toppers that I have from my silicone beads on this one to be Thanksgiving festive. I do not have any Christmas beads, and I'm not going to buy any because the hooks that I've made do not sell. Of course, I haven't listed them on Etsy. I have a song in my head. Okay. So I picked out another Christmas movie on Disney Plus. This one is called Snowed In Christmas. The person that's in this one looks kind of familiar, so I don't know if I have seen this one or not. Co-workers Jenna and Kevin find themselves stranded in Santa Claus, Indiana. I think I have seen this one. But there was another one that I saw that looked interesting too. Decent. When relationship advice columnist Amelia Hess receives an unsigned love letter and a Christmas card, she returns to her whatever. So maybe I'll watch that one. Okay, yeah, so I changed my mind. We're going to watch that one instead. Christmas Love Letter. Did you guys know that all these holiday Christmas movies were on Disney Plus? I didn't. I thought they were all Disney movie, or not Disney, Hallmark. You had to have a Hallmark channel to watch them, but these are on Disney. Alrighty, I'm just going to continue working on this and get to watching some of this movie, and I'll be back to show you the ball, see if I like it or not, see if we need to switch to our toucan yarn or not. So, here we go. This is supposed to be the ball. I don't get it. Let me see. I don't have a picture of the ball, I don't think. Okay, so 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 2 rounds. Decrease, decrease, decrease. Okay, so it's supposed to be shaped like a ball according to the pattern, it looks like. Okay, so I think we are going to switch yarn. There's no way I'm going to be able to stuff that and make it into a ball shape. Gah. So, we're going to try the toucan yarn. Oh, goodness. Why is this got to be so difficult, man? Okay, so this is toucan here. I mean, it's working out a lot better than the burnout blanket. It's not as bad as the green that I was working with before. And I did change my hook size. I changed to a 5.5 millimeter hook. This is just a cheap generic hook I had in my stash of hooks. I thought 4.5 that I typically use for smaller yarn would be too small and make this yarn harder to work with. So I went in between and did a 5 millimeter hook instead. So we're going to see how this one turns out. Fingers crossed this one turns out okay and not all coney and shaped all weird like the burnout blanket one. But I think this one will be better because I'll be able to, once I stuff it, shape it a lot better into a ball. Let's see. And I did still do 8 in the magic ring instead of 6 for this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yeah, I didn't do that right. Okay, I'm going to continue with this so I don't lose count again and continue watching our Christmas Love Letters movie. Okay, this yarn does not frog as nice. Yeah, it gets hung up on itself. And then it tends to do that, if you can see that. I'm getting frustrated. Why don't I have orange? Okay, I don't think I want to work with this yarn just for the simple fact of the way it's frogging. If I have to frog more than just frogging once and it gets all frayed looking and separates from the strand. Okay. I don't think we're making a traffic cone today. Maybe if that yarn store I want to check out has some decent orange yarn, I'll pick up a skein so I can make some traffic cones. Buh. I'm gonna put my yarn up, and then I think I'll put the price tags on my little woodland animals, and then I think I'm gonna cut out the circles for my Pokeballs. Pokeballs? Why did I say it like that? Pokeballs. So, alright, I'll be back. Okay, so I've got you set up on my other tripod over here because I am going to try and cut out some of these Pokeball circles. I almost said eyes. I'm going to cover up the color change here with the circle that goes on the Pokeballs. Just got my Cricut connected to my computer. Now I got to adjust the size of the circles that I want to cut out. Oh, I told you guys I am not super proficient with this thing. So, yeah. It is a little bit of trial and error with me with this thing, and when I don't use it for a while, I forget what I need to do sometimes. So I've got 2 circles, and they're 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches for the black one, and then the white one I'll make 1 inch around, and then glue them together and glue them on my Pokeball. Alright, so I'm going to move some stuff out of the way here. This is my work desk, my actual 9-to-5 work desk, so move some stuff out of the way. Okay, I'm going to cut out my felt. Couldn't think of my words. Make 12 by 12, not near, 2 circles. Continue. Click my felt material. Edit my tool. Choose my rotary blade. Apply. Press the blinking button. Always make sure you have enough room behind your Cricut for the mat to slide in and out. Click the blinking button again. And just wait for that to blink for it to spit out the mat. And we have 2 black felt circles. That easy. Now we put the white felt on. Change the size of the circles. Oh, I should have plugged in my glue gun. Good Lord. Do you guys get sick of me not being able to think of words? Oh, man. You know, I don't edit a whole lot when I leave those in there, huh? Okay, cut the white felt. I really do enjoy using the Cricut. I just sometimes wish I had more ideas of what to make with my Cricut. But I really enjoy crochet, obviously. My passion is crochet, so I try to incorporate my Cricut into my crochet as much as I can. Because, you know, these machines aren't cheap, so I want to get my money's worth out of them. Okay, we're going to click done for that. Go back to our mat. Change the size. Go down to 1 inch by 1 inch. Okay. Those circles are 1 inch by 1 inch. We're going to click make. Continue. Computer's got to think. Choose our felt again. Choose our rotary blade again. Wait for the blinking light. Wait for the blinking light. Wait for the blinking light again. And we have 2 small circles that go on our bigger black circles. That's so cool. I am honestly just amazed every time I use this machine. All right, we are done with that. We're going to shut it off. Close it back up. Then we got to put our film back on our mat. There is a way to clean these mats. I just got to look up a YouTube video on how to do it. I think it's just Dawn dish soap and a little scrubby. And we're back. All right, I'll be back. I'm going to plug in my glue gun. That way we can go ahead and get these glued on to our Pokeballs. Okay, got my glue gun all set here. You can't even see it in the frame. Let me see. No. All right. No, you can't see it. Well, do you need to see it? If it's in the frame, then I'm not. So, all right. So anyway, what I've got here is the white circle on the black circle. I'm just going to glue that to the black circle, and then we're going to glue the whole thing to the Pokeball. I need, what do I do with my tweezers? Oh my gosh. This is what I keep my glue sticks in. I need to get some glue sticks today. I've got 4 glue sticks left. Did I put them in here? What do I do with my tweezers? Oh, I put them over there in my Cricut stuff. Oh, good grief. Tweezers. Okay. So, I'm going to put the glue on the back of the white circle. And then put that on the black circle. Try to get it on there as evenly as possible. I think that's pretty even. Yeah, that's pretty even, I think. Ooh, that's nice and warm. Alright, do that to the other one. Now for glue on this to put on that. Kind of hard to get the glue to the edge of that felt, so I'm going to have to go around the edge of the felt while it's on it and make sure all the sides are tacked down nicely. Okay, satisfied with that one. It's all nicely tacked down. Nice Pokeball bag charm. So I think I'm going to do this one a little bit different. I'm going to put it on and then hold it in place and glue half and then glue the other half. Whoa, that made it really dark. That way I know the edges are going to be secured down and I can hold it in place better so I know the glue gets on there better. I can get the glue to the edges a lot better doing it this way. Two Pokeballs, all done. Yay! Really wanted to get these in my booth because you know how popular Pokemon is. So I already got the price tags on those because I took them to my booth when I was switching my booth out. not realizing I didn't have the circles on them. All right, put those in the bin that I'm taking to my booth. Oop. All right, I'm going to go unplug my glue gun so I have room to price my woodland critters. Okay, now on to pricing my little woodland critters here. So these are the price tags that we get from the booth. Oh my lord. Ew. We have to buy these, and they come with a bundle of the little zip tie things. It's like $5 for this pack. So we just put our booth number, description of the item, and the price on there. So booth number is 337. I'm just going to put like small otter, because that's the one I'm looking at right now, and $8. Take one of these, and then sometimes I'll loop them through an arm or something like that if they're going to be sitting on like a shelf or something. But these might hang on one of the hooks I have. So for it to hang evenly, I like to string the thing through the top of their head. That way they hang straight. So I'm going to put all the zip tie thingies on the top. That way if I need to put them on a hook, I can. You see that? You can't see that either. There we go. Okay, they are all tagged. I'm just going to toss them in my little bin that I'm going to take to my booth. I am going to go ahead and put a price tag on my little dumpster fire. I still need to print out the little card that goes on him. I'm going to put 15 on it, because he took about an hour or so. I don't know where I want to put this one. I don't think I'm going to hang this one, so I'll just put it in the back. All right, so that one is tagged. But like I said, I still need to print the little card that goes on that. I don't have a printer in my office. The printer is in my husband's office. And I usually print stuff on, I was thinking about printing those on business cards, because I do have business cards. Like printing 2 of the sayings on one business card and then cutting the business card in half, because they are skinny little cards that they put there. So the business cards I use are made by Avery, and there is a website, Avery.com or something like that. Oh, I guess I need to pull up this little saying and what it... Oh. So it's just on, there's like 12 of them made on like one sheet. So I could just print that on like cardstock. That's interesting. All right. Okay. So I am going to email that to myself. That way I can pull up my email on my husband's computer. Because our printer has to be directly plugged into your computer to print. And I don't want to have to unplug and plug in, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, it might just be easier to take my computer in there, huh? Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll take my computer in there, print some of those off, and see how they turn out. So I'll be back again. Okay, so I got the little cards printed. They are smaller than I thought. I did adjust them a little bit. These were the first ones. I'm like, oh, that's way too small. These ones are a little bit bigger, so I'm going to use these ones. I was debating on using my little fancy cutter to cut these with. I think that's going to be more of a pain than anything, so I will just use scissors. And then we'll see how it is with this size of a card. So let's see. Emotional support dumpster fire. And then, I don't know, do they glue those on? I'll have to look at the pattern. I don't know if she glues them on or if, come on, she sewed them onto the hands. Okay, she glues the sign to the hands. So I shouldn't have unplugged my glue gun. Okay, so I'm gonna keep these in my desk drawer for when I make another one. Okay, glue gun is plugged back in. The reason I have to pause you to do that is because my glue gun has to be plugged in on the other side of my desk. I don't have any plugins on this wall behind me for whatever silly reason. So I have to get up and go over there and plug it in and bring it over to my desk. It's a whole thing. Okay, so, all right, so I think my glue gun is probably hot enough. So I'm going to put a dab of glue on the corner here of this. Ooh, that was a lot. On the sign. Okay, that one seems to be on there pretty good. All right. How's that look, guys? When it's sitting down, oh yeah, that looks good. You can go up just a smidge. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. All right, now I have a whole sheet of these cards printed for when I make more. That way, all I gotta do is cut one out and glue it on. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Got that tagged. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to get done for the day. I'm gonna let that dry just a little bit more before I put it in my little tote that I'm going to take to my booth. All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for this video today, if you can believe that. It is Saturday. I am going to go ahead and edit everything, and I think I'm going to go ahead and upload for today. So 3 videos this week. I might do 3 videos every week. Because as I've said before, I don't really like week-long vlogs, because when you're doing something a week ago, you know, the time frame's off, and I like to have a little bit more real-time videos, so to only upload twice a week, they're going to be, like my Monday video would be 4 days worth. I don't know. If I can film enough content, I'll upload 3 times a week. But if not, I might just do the 2 videos a week. But we'll see. I want to try to stay consistent. So we will try for 3 days a week. And it may be easy right now because it's holiday season and all that stuff. So yeah, stay tuned. Hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you're not already. That way you don't miss all of our holiday videos that will be coming up. We're gonna have lots of fun over here, guys. And if you don't mind, do the share copy link for me, or share it to your socials if you want. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, y'all. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.